Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to Tay TV. In my reaction video for today, I will be reacting to Unknown Animal Attack caught on cam. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my social medias below. Let's get into this video. Let's see what this video is going to be about.
Wild animals are usually so unpredictable that they could come out of nowhere to attack you. Sometimes you know why they attack you. At other times, you'd be utterly clueless. In today's video, we'll show you 10 unknown animal attacks caught on camera. Number 1 especially is for people with the nerve for it. Alright, let's do this. Bull destroys car. April 26, 2017 was another fantastic Spanish bull annual festival day. On that day, this brownish-black was the attraction that's meant to run after a stampede of people. For about 3 times, the bull tried to look for something to run its horn through, but all its efforts were futile. After having enough, the bull ran a bit more, and all of a sudden, it reversed and then plunged its horn into a car parked full of people. With the first blow, nothing really happened, because on average,
this right here, oh no, I know it was terrifying.
A four-wheel drive car weighs about 2 tons. Compared to the average bull, that means the Jeep you see in this video is almost twice the weight of the raging bull. Despite that weight difference, the mighty beast with its horn lifted the car from the ground and rammed its horns into its tires many times over. Other shots from the scenes revealed that the bull later began to chase people from the streets after liquids had spilled from the engine bay of the Jeep. Till today, no one can tell the reason why the bull attacked. Baboons.
I was thinking
if any human can think like humans, baboons and monkeys would be on the top of the list. So, unlike any other animals on this list, these little critters had a special way of catching people unaware. One of these tactics was recorded off Cape Town in South Africa. Down there, baboons had a strategy for holding up cars, and it usually begins with some of them standing watch on the road to call out the others when a car approaches. Right after the call, they would get their friends to sit on the road to block cars from moving any further. Then, for unaware drivers who leave their windows open, they begin to take food, other valuables, windshield wipers, and you name it. Of course, some tourists try to resist, but when they do, the baboons would simply help themselves by either chasing the tourists out of their own cars or simply helping to rearrange their luggage in the dirtiest way you can think of. Parental warning. If you live in areas prone to wild animals, it's always safer to watch your kids very closely. Take a look at this video recorded off the coast of the US sometime in 2022. As you can see, this girl is being attacked by what seems to be a coyote in the daytime. According to her parents, Petra was just 2 years old at the time. The incident happened in the house they lived in Los Angeles, and all they heard was her scream. As you can see in the video captured by their doorbell camera, Petra and her father were in the car when the coyote appeared out of nowhere to snatch Petra and knock her to the ground. With further injuries, Petra screamed so loud that her father decided to check what was going on, only to discover that his little girl had just been attacked by a wild animal. Luckily, the coyote didn't harm her too much, but there was blood all over her clothes and body scratches when her father found her and chased away the coyote with a bottle. In the end, Petra had to get some rabies shots, but she was alright. At around the same time, another girl in Connecticut was attacked by a raccoon in the daytime as well. So if you're a parent, please always keep an eye on your kids, okay? Hurricane, then bears. When Hurricane Irma came on September 29, 2017, Travis Gonzalez and his family found a place to hide and wait out the storm. Shortly after the storm, Travis realized on that day his battle with Mother Nature came twice. One with the hurricane, another with the family of a mama bear and her cubs. Somehow, these critters managed to lock themselves inside Travis's SUV, hoping to feast on whatever they could find. Bravely, Travis managed to open the door to escape, but only at a slight distance away from one who wanted to grab him. Luckily, Travis and the family of cubs got away, but not without doing some damage to the car's interior. Till today, no one knows how the bears got in the car in the first place, or how they knew just where to look when Hurricane Irma came knocking down on the neighborhood. Hopefully, we can pray they don't return for a second time, because the incident could have easily gone terribly wrong. Road rage. At a distance, buffaloes generally exude a cattle-like docile demeanor. When they attack, They rank amongst the formidable animals on the continent and are more than capable of inflicting serious damage if provoked to do so. On April 5th, 2019, a Luxembourg man named Vicky Schmidt learned this lesson the hard way. On that day, he and his family went to visit a safari. Along the way, they came across a herd of buffaloes, which they normally should have tried to outweight. Rather than waiting, the family deliberately approached the buffaloes in a bold attempt to push past the bovine roadblock. And as you can see in the video, they weren't interested in the buffaloes, but were taking pictures of an elephant, which was a long way off. Out of nowhere, one of the buffaloes, clearly disgruntled, rammed the wheel arch of the family's SUV and momentarily lifted the vehicle partially off the ground before the driver was able to speed away. According to a nearby onlooker, such an action could have resulted in more fatal outcomes, and the family was so lucky to have come out unscathed, because buffaloes, as we said earlier, can be quite vicious. Humphrey the Hippo. A few years back, Marius Els, a 41-year-old Army major living on a farm along the Vaal River in South Africa, adopted a 5-month-old orphan hippo named Humphrey. According to Els, a family gifted Humphrey to him after he grew too big for the people who initially saved and adopted it as a calf during a flood on the river. Early on, many people warned Els that hippos are wild, aggressive animals, but he would have none of it, even going as far as saying that Humphrey was like a son to him. Everything went well for the first few years, and Els can even be seen swimming with his 2,465-pound pet. Sometimes he even rode him like a horse. Not long after that, Humphrey began exhibiting aggressive behavior early on. Once he was blamed for attacking and killing calves belonging to Els' partner. At another time, the animal also broke out of its dam enclosure and chased golfers at a nearby club. One day, Humphrey showed its aggression in full force when it suddenly attacked Els, while both of them were in Humphrey's enclosure. The attack was totally unprovoked, and unfortunately led to Els' untimely death.
Damn.
Nothing makes a grown man cry more than tweezing a nose hair. That's torture. Manscaped's got something new for you.
Gerald Rushton's deer. Gerald Rushton was a Texan native who secretly tried to domesticate a pet deer. Unfortunately, this domestication attempt resulted in the deer goring and mauling Gerald to death. According to the backstory, Gerald kept the unnamed deer in a kennel in his backyard, but the specific details of this case actually aren't as known, as police basically just found Rushton dead and the deer acting aggressively, forcing them to shoot the deer dead. However, we can assume a few things. The first is that the deer resisted being domesticated, resented being placed in a tiny kennel, and thus flew into a rage against Gerald. Another theory is that it was mating season at the time, and deer can be very aggressive. Couple that with my previous theory, and it's no wonder the 67-year-old man met his end at the horns of this deer. A side note, keeping a deer in Texas is highly illegal. So if the deer hadn't gotten him first, the police likely would have. Either way, this story is bound to be a tragedy. Mountain rams. On normal days, mountain rams behave very docile and are quite adorable to behold from afar. But sometimes, they fight amongst themselves with so much ferocity that anything or anybody that comes in between them also suffers a blow. In May of 2015, a family learned this lesson the hard way. On that day, a herd of rams blocked a mountain pass, and two of them got into a fight. Headbutts after headbutts. These rams literally won't stop fighting. So, a driver caught up on the road began to film the scenes. For another driver with family, everything was just child's play. So he decided to seize his chances to pass through the battleground as soon as the animals pulled apart for a few seconds. However, one of the rams was already charged up, and in the event, it smashed into the side of Lee's car with a headbutt to remember. But seeing as how the ram returned to battle its enemy, the car seemed to suffer more damage than it did. And of course, there were many other attacks on cars like this all over the globe. Which is why someone said, "You should never bring a cat to a ram fight."
Of course not.
Lions.
Lions are dangerous.
While some people find it very easy to bond with lions and keep them as pets, a lion springing up and attacking out of nowhere can be a menace. You can just ask any driver who's had the misfortune of meeting one of them on a safari. In 2014, something similar happened. Back then, a film crew from Wildlife Sanctuary set out on safari with hopes of getting stunning shots of African lions when all
Why
of a
would they
sudden,
do that?
one of
That's
the lions...
dumb. You're never supposed to do that, especially with a group of lions.
Came
No.
Whether it was looking for some camera time or some snacks, no one really knew. But the story would have been a little different if the windows were down. So, all the beat down from the lion was on the car's windows and bumper as it tried to take the car down piece by piece. Fortunately, the cameramen were able to make it out alive, but not without a jungle pursuit from 2 more lions as they drove away. However, what was important to them were the film shots and the thrill of their lives.
You gotta be careful doing that.
Impala plays dead.
Gotta always stay safe.
Okay, let's end things with something rather funny. We all know that hyenas are opportunistic figures, and they particularly love to steal from big cats like lions, tigers, cheetahs, and so on. Sometimes they do get away with it, and some other times they bite off more than they can chew. On one occasion, a hyena intends to play their usual game by stealing from a cheetah. The incident that played out is recorded in this video you now watch. As you can see, this hyena and his cheetah are trying to decide what to do with this dead impala. But what they don't know is that the impala is still alive. As soon as the hyena is not looking, the impala stands up and runs for its life.
Smart.
As it ran, the hyena still attempted to chase it, but the impala was so quick that it literally flew on its legs. And with that, the impala escaped the grips of both a spotted hyena and a cheetah, whether out of pure shock or instinctual smarts. Good for you, impala. You might not be the strongest, but you're certainly the smartest in this case. Until next time, adios.
Good video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.